Welcome back. Continuing with the lesson here. This is Minister Joshua Miner, aka Musical Wonder with GospelMusicFormula.com. Okay, with the Gospel Shuffle, Organ Shuffle, we got the formula. Now, if you've been moving along, we have the bass pedal. Now, let's add the chords, the fun part, right? Okay, I'm going to start with the right hand. By now, you should have the formula as well as the bass down. So we should be, smooth sailing from here. All right. So the right hand, I'm gonna play it in its entirety all the way through, and then break it down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the right hand. Let's dive into it, shall we? All right. You see, I had to use my legs. I wanted a little flavor to it. Right hand. The first 4 bars, the E flat. All you're doing is you're bouncing the E flat major chord, the root chord. Are you bouncing the E flat major chord and the A flat chord? If you don't know the notes, the E flat, the root E flat major chord is E flat, G, and B flat. Then the A flat chord, you're holding the E flat, A flat, and C. And that's all you're doing. You just bounce it how you want to bounce it. And this is a good way to practice right here. And that's, like I said, however you want to bounce. If you got to take it extra slow, it's up to you. Also, what you can do is you can rake off the G flat to give a little spunk. I'll do it slow. And then you can break the chord up too. It's whatever you want to do. I want to show you basically the formula of the structure of it, and then after that, just take it and do what you want with it. Every musician is different. That's what I love about musicians. We're all different. We should not all try to sound the same. We should take pieces from others and build our own styles. So what I mean by a broken chord, a broken chord is usually missing a note. That's a broken chord. It's an E flat major chord without the G. Now you can break that up and give it, a little rhythm. See how I'm doing it? It might take time to get there, but like I said, practice, work slow, and build the speed up. You want to work slow till you get it to you, because your brain has a function and be like, wait a minute, what are you doing? What are you doing? Slow it down. And then once you get it, then you speed up to build your accuracy and speed. So again, the first 4 bars in E flat, you're just bouncing the E flat and the A flat chord. Now the next part, we're going up to the A flat with the 2 bars, A flat, 2 bars, okay? Now for that, we're going here. Now, me deal with the first bar, because remember the A flat's 2 bars, because the first bar is strictly the A flat. You know, then the second bar is the walk down into the turnaround. So the A flat, the first bar, the chord. I'm gonna tell you what the chord is, and basically how to find it yourself. Okay. And what I'm showing is how I found this stuff out too, just trial and error. Because the chord you're holding is a B flat, C, E flat, and F sharp. Right. Now, how I found that out, I took the second inversion, the second E chord, the E flat major chord. I took the second inversion. Remember, you have the root, which the root, the key you're in is always on the bottom. Then the first inversion, then the second inversion. Which basically the second inversion of a chord, of like a major chord, to just make it easily, is, let's see, the number is basically, the number is 5, 1, and 3. The fifth note is on the bottom, the root is in the middle, and the third is on top. So to find this, you take the second inversion E flat chord, you minor it. Now remember, for a minor chord, you flat the third note. So the third note in the E flat chord, I'll let you figure it out. It's the G, right? So you flat it, and then you add the seventh, not the major seventh, which would be the D, but like the bluesy seventh. You add that to the chord as well. Let me backtrack. Don't add the seventh. My bad. Don't add the seventh, because we're at the A flat. You're gonna add the sixth. That's what you're adding. So rewind it again. You're minoring the third, which is the G in this case, to the G flat, and then you're adding the sixth, and there's your chord: the B flat, C, E flat, F sharp, and you're at the A flat, right? Okay. So I want you to figure that out for yourself. Remember, you minor the chord, and then you add the six. And just for like a little homework for those that actually want to do it, actually I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep it rolling. So the first bar you hear on the A flat. Now on the walk down, watch carefully. Make sure I got it right. Saw that? So for that walk down, which is part of the second bar when you're at the A flat, you start at the A flat with chording here. Then you got G on the bass, and you got A flat, C, and F, and the right hand. I mean, there are so many different ways to walk down. I just found this out like today. This chording, I was just fumbling around. But when you walk down, you got the G on the bass. You got basically an F minor, A flat, C, and F. Then you walk down again when you're on F sharp on the bass, just an E flat chord. This is the first inversion, right? And that's it. It sounds weird, but Don't worry, it'll all come together. Now, with the walk down, remember you're going into the turnaround. You're going into your turnaround. F, B flat, E flat. Excuse me. So, on the F, you're holding A, C, E flat, F. You got that? On the turnaround, then we get to the B flat. You just hold A flat. The A flat with the E flat on top. Which this, what is it? It is the A flat major chord, but which one is it? Is it the second inversion, the root, or the first? It is the root, because the A flat's on the bottom. So you got the B flat on the bass, A flat, and your right hand on top. Then, remember, the turnaround is 2 bars. So the second bar is the E flat, and you're holding a broken, in a sense, a broken E flat chord. You got the G, C, and E flat. You're replacing the B flat with the 6, which is the C. And that's the right hand. Put it all together. And then if you want to, and you're home. And that is still part of the second bar in that turnaround. It's just instead of holding that E flat and then start again, that sounds a little bit more, hey, I like that. That little riff is you're bouncing off of the F sharp onto the G. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. G, B flat, C, E flat. You want to put a lope in it. You don't want it to be. You want it to, like a gallop. Because you're going back into it. Okay? Now that's the right hand. So practice that, and you know what the deal is. You know what? I'll play it with you real quick. Because I usually do. Now I've done it in other videos, so I'm gonna slow it down and play through it once with you while you're playing alone. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna do it again. Okay, let's practice that. And next video, I'm gonna add the left hand. I could do it in this, but I don't want the videos to be super long, so that's why I'm breaking them up for you, so you don't also have to search through the video to get where you need to pick up off from. So, bam, work on the right hand. Next video, we add the left hand, and that's it. We're gonna put it all together and jam. All right, keep practicing. I'll see you in a little bit.